welcome to the 122nd installment of the Hot Mess Express with the lovely Miss Didi from Didi's Fin Den and I, Foxy from Foxy's Fishes. Thank you all for joining us this evening. How are you today, Miss Didi?
It's been a long day, but you know what? I'm still here. There's not enough hours in the day. We need like 42 hours a day, I swear.
At least, right?
I just can't catch up no matter what I do.
It's been really busy for us here today, too. Just so many things to do, and football kicks off tonight, so woohoo, so excited. But unfortunately, guys, I have not heard from our guest yet today. I did send her a message a little earlier. I have not seen her respond yet. So hopefully she's just running late and she'll show up a little bit later. So until then, you just have the lovely Miss Didi and I to deal with for this evening. But I see that someone has already given us a super chat. Craig. Thank you so very much. You guys are moving. You shouldn't be using your house funds on this, but thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate it. $10 super chat says, love you is now empty your wallets. Thank you so
much, folks. Give it up.
And Miss Didi, I'm going to ask you to play the videos tonight because I'm having a little bit of computer trouble, so I'm on my phone. It'll make it a little bit easier.
Okay,
but thank you so very much, Craig.
Now, that's a super chat, right?
Yes, super chat.
Okay, I think this is.
Thank you. And thank you, Craig, for that. Greatly appreciate it.
Oh, and remember that Jeff surprises at the end of the stream. So we have 5 new members at Keith, KJE Aquatics, Red Laser, Shark's Fin Adventures, Wink Master Supreme, and George RB3 became new members.
Yes, welcome to membership, guys. Miss Didi, would you mind playing the membership video?
Oh, yeah, I got to get this together. I used to.
You're right. It's hard to go through them all. But it's fun, too.
Yeah. And also, we're going to have another super chat coming along. Okay, membership. Here we go.
Thank you so very much for joining membership. And again, thank you so very much for gifting those memberships, Jeff. Try to sneak them in at the end of the last live stream.
And I see that we have another super chat, right?
Yes, I see that we have another super chat from Whip. So I'm trying to, it's hard to do things on the phone. So let me scroll down to it. Can't stay, but I want to show you guys how much I appreciate what you guys bring to the fam. $10 super chat. Thank you so very much, Whip. Greatly appreciate that. Love you so very much. And here's a video just for you. So this is Didi can find one. A good pick.
Well, again, the thumbnails are so small that I'm just kind of pointing and stabbing. If I was killing somebody, I would get busted with forensics. And I believe Craig gave 1 membership. Do I see that?
Let's see. Gifted 1 membership. That doesn't come up on the StreamYard side, but I do see that on the YouTube side. Craig, thank you so very much for that. And that membership went to, let's see, it went to Andy Carson. So thank you so very much, Andy Carson. Congratulations and welcome to membership. And thank you again, Craig, for gifting the membership.
And here's your video. And now this is for Andy. Okay.
And welcome, Andy. So that makes us 62 members strong. Wow, it's crazy to think there's that many members. I'm just humbled by that, guys. Thank you again. But before we get ahead of ourselves, maybe I should pop out the participant list and say hello to all those who have joined us in chat. I'm just going to do the YouTube form this evening because my computer is not cooperating. And anytime I open another page, it shuts down on me. So hello and welcome to Craig's Catfish Cave, Adam McReynolds, all-time loser. That's not a nice name. Let's call you ATL for that. Let's just call you ATL. Amisa, Beta Aquatics, Daniel Velez, Dennis Christensen, Didi Spinden, Fish Fam Link, Foxy's Fishes, Coro Works, James H., My Fish Tanks Aquatics, Richard Reynolds, Getty Nona, Silver Creek Aquatics, The Zen Ginger, TJ Autocross, Vibes Aquatics, Vinoski Fish Koto, Whips World, and Why Are We Always Yelling? Thank you guys for joining us this evening, and it's fantastic to have you all here with us. I love yelling Waller's name. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you're supposed to scream Yeller's name. It just kind of comes with the
right? So yes, I hope I didn't miss anyone. If anyone populated in chat that I missed, I apologize. But welcome. It's Daisy Scotty.
And that's where the Fish Fam Link is better because it shows anybody that has spoken.
Yes, it does. But right now my computer, like I said, isn't cooperating, so I can't open Fish Fam Link because I don't want to lose the computer. I'm not even streaming from it on my phone because if I stream from the computer, it'll shut it down. I can only watch the YouTube chat on my computer and just hope it stays on for that.
Well, I see Zen Ginger and Sideshow, which is Cody V, Shark Fin Adventures, and I don't know if you mentioned TJ Autocross and Eric Wyrock and Vibes Aquatics.
Hello, guys. Welcome. And I see Jeff Kane coming in. Hello, Jeff. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, guys. Now, even though our guest isn't here yet this evening, we still are going to continue our topic of the seasonal depression and about bringing some plants inside to help fight off some of the effects of the seasonal depression. So, it's the first week of September, which marks the official start of pumpkin spice season. With that comes cooler winds, the harvesting of gardens, and Christmas items beginning to appear in stores. The flowers end their fragrant blooms. Animals are beginning to build their stores for the dark times, and the days begin to get shorter, which means this can make us feel a little bit blue. Yes, there is so much beauty around the fall foliage, but this time of year can also begin something called seasonal depression. Seasonal depression is a type of depression that's triggered by a change in seasons, usually when fall starts. This seasonal depression gets worse in the late fall or early winter before ending in the sunnier days of spring. You can also get a mild version known as the winter blues. It's normal to feel a little down during colder months. You may be stuck inside and it gets dark early, but there are some simple remedies for helping cure your seasonal blues. These can include spending more time outside, spending more time with friends. And what better way to do this than in the form of plants to bring inside for the greenery, and also with the greenery for lighting them, you'll need light therapy, which works as well. So you'll be getting some more vitamin D with the darker days, so you can bring it inside as well. And plants can really help us cure the blues. So we were going to have Victoria Leon with us to help us talk to some plants this evening. Hopefully she is just running a little late and she'll still show up, but we will do our best to talk some plants that we think are on the easier side to keep, that we think will help you guys with this. So with that, I think one of the easiest plants to grow inside that anybody, even with a black thumb, can keep is pothos. Pothos is very easy to keep. You can either put it as a bog plant in your aquarium. You can plant it in the dirt in a pot. You can have it grow up and around your house because some of the vine leaves can get up to 40 feet long if you let them. And they
Yeah,
are
some people decorate
glorious.
their walls.
Exactly. Actually, our pothos today, I just strung up two of the pieces and they reached from the fish tank to the top of the window. So I was like, yay! We have 4 runners on that. They have 2 that span the 75 and 2 that climb up the window behind it. So I thought that was so very cool. So I was starting to spread out the leaves for the pothos plant, and it brightened up the living room a lot doing that. What's a plant that you like to bring inside for this, Miss Didi?
Well, I do have pothos everywhere, and like I
Mm-hmm.
carried my doctor a whole clump of them, like where I grow them in the bog. These all came from the bog, just pieces I broke off the mama plant, and she had one little teeny old. It was a depressing looking little piece left of her, of her pothos. So I
Yeah.
carried her a big old chunk so she could get her a nice healthy base, and it will make it look a little better. That's
Mm-hmm.
an easy one because you can hang them. You can do whatever you want to. Now I don't have a lot of room inside my house, but I
Mm-hmm.
have this kind of ginger plant. It has like variegated yellow and green leaves, and right now
Mm-hmm.
it's out there in a bog. But I usually bring that in every winter because hey, it's a nice plant, and the colors are like really eye catching for me.
Yeah.
So now, if I could, I would have like it would look like a greenhouse in some rooms, but I just don't have the place or the proper lighting or whatever for them. Plants don't do well inside my house unless they're right by a window because this is
Mm-hmm.
kind of like a dungeon. It wasn't intentional, but it's just the way the light hits the windows and the way they built this house.
Yeah.
So I've kind of stuck with that, but I have all the plants inside my tanks, which make me extremely happy. I love plants.
I do too. I really do love plants. And hello, Mexicali and RB. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Oh,
Yes, like
Cora Works gave you a $2 super chat. Says, "Bah humbug."
thank you so very much, Coral, for your ball humbug. I greatly appreciate it.
And here's a sticker. And that was sweet Keith up there on that board.
Yes.
Oh Lord. Oh,
But
Mama
yes.
Fish Cow joined us and Lake to Land. Howdy.
Hi.
Yes. So now,
So yes.
what other plants do you have besides pothos? What do you have
Okay.
in, or will you bring in?
Okay. So the plants that I currently love and that are doing awesome right now are the pothos. I also have a ginormous spider plant, and though that's another very
Ooh,
easy plant,
yeah,
I find that
they're
they keep
pretty.
best over the sink in a hanging basket because they really love all that humidity. But if you don't want to deal that hanging over your sink all the time with little baby spiderlings hanging down as they grow, you can always just mist it every day and it'll just be as happy. But spider plants are very, very cool, and I love
I
that
need
they
to
can
get
throw a
one of
million.
those. I do need to
Yes.
get one. I miss
And I
having them.
love that they can throw a million babies so you can share them with everybody you know. Um, Also, I have a peace lily, and she's doing fantastic. Well, I'm going to say she's doing fantastic now that she's transitioned to here because she's about 2 months old to the house. And she had 3 original beautiful flowers on it, but they wilted away. And now I have my first little new baby flower coming up since bringing her home, so that's exciting. What else is up there? I also
So
have
your
a
spider plant has the same colors as that ginger plant. It's the colors of the plant that I'm attracted to.
yeah, the green and the white variegated leaves, the striped
Mm-hmm.
leaves. Yeah, that's very cool. Yes, and also I have a gorgeous gorgeous pink syngonium, and she is doing fantastic. I thought she was going to, yes, all my plants are women, so they're all she.
Explain what
I
that
thought
is.
she was a pink syngonium. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful, oh goodness, I wish I just brought it in here with me, but it is a fine green plant where the leaves are very delicate and thin. And when they unroll, they unfurl very lightly and they turn pink. And the more light they have, the more pink
Oh,
the plant is. But she is also likes to be watered a lot, and she likes a good amount of light, but not enough for her to get burnt because she has thin leaves, so she can get burnt easily. And she also likes high humidity, about 60%. So perfect for like a fish room. She's doing fantastic. And another plant that until 3 days ago that I had was a spotted begonia, a spotted angel
mm-hmm.
leaf begonia. Oh, thank you. He brought in the syngonium.
Oh, okay.
This is the
I've
pink
had some of those in the
syngonium.
bog. I didn't know that's
I
what it was
love
called.
her. She came from Victoria Lee at the Cataclysm. She has grown so much since I got her. She's loving it here. I love this lady. Look how pretty she is. And she has all
Yes.
different parts where she's come off and splitting and making more. And there's even a new little baby leaf right here that popped up this week. So that's exciting. So pretty. But yes,
And would
until
that be
3 days.
good in a terrarium maybe too?
Yes, it would. All
Okay.
these plants that I've spoke about so far are good in terrariums because they like the high humidity. But even the spotted begonia, which is beautiful, they can get up to 6 feet tall. But my two were about 1.5 feet tall, and they grow these big, long angels wing-shaped leaves. And they're pink on the top, they're green underneath, and on top with the pink, there's white spots everywhere. And I loved them so much, but Gracie ate it. And she ate both 1.5 feet down to nubs. The only thing left of that plant was the roots. And let me tell you, I bawled so hard because I loved that plant so much. But Gracie's a little upset because we have a new fuzzball in the house, so she took it out on my favorite plant.
She's like, what? How am I going to get even with this woman? How dare
I
she?
know. I know. I literally, like, as soon as Brian told me the plant was missing, it was just not where it was supposed to be. I just went to cry. That's all I could do.
F with me again. I'll show you something.
But yes.
Ricky, RV Animals and Movies, gave you a 99-cent super sticker.
Oh, thank you so very much, Ricky. Greatly appreciate that. I totally.
I'm sorry, I did that too quick. I had my finger on it.
No worries. And it's a smiley face with sunglasses. Thank you so much, Ricky. And it's nice to see you back around. I hope you're doing well. But yes, those are some of the terrestrial plants that I have going in the house. What are some of the other terrestrial plants that you have going in your home, Miss Didi?
Well, now I have the plants that are in my lizard terrarium, I guess you call it. I don't know what it's the enclosure my lizards live in, but I have some of those air plants. Which I love those. I just love them, and I don't know why, but the first ones I put in there didn't make it. But Aquafunk is here too. Welcome, Aquafunk.
Happy birthday, Funk! Hi.
I have polka dot plants. Now I don't know names like you do. And that's the only ones that I can call by name.
I should say I only know the names if I'm told them. Otherwise, I'm like the green one with that leaf that does the thing.
Now I have them in a book because I can't remember them. So when I get tags, I put them in the book, and that way it's like this is in. Now I can't keep up with what's in what tank because I move stuff around so much. But in the terrarium, I've got terrariums outside that will come in, but they've got the same similar little like plants that we put in there when we built those terrariums
Yes.
early in the spring with Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all that I have in the house. So
And Zenny says Begonia maculata. Yes, that was the name of the spotted begonia. Begonia maculata is my fave. I love a spotted plant. I know they're so cute. And Gracie ate it down to a nub. I'm hoping they come back, but I might just have to buy another one. And hello, Rico Stain. Thank you for joining us this evening. Greatly appreciate you for coming and spending some time with us.
And Fish Fam Link is here too.
Hello, Fish Fam Link. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well this evening.
Plushy Aquatics, Christopher is in the house.
Hello, Christopher. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, Funk is bragging because he and I dated in high school. But
really?
I don't think, yeah, for somebody but
I didn't know you were as old as Funk, Miss Didi.
Well, you know, I've been around for 120 episodes, and you know, he has a birthday every day, so you know, we might be the same age. I don't know when his dual birthdays started.
Oh, and we have another super sticker. Thank you so very much from Lake Land Aquatics, and it's 100. It's just 100. So thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate that. Miss Didi will play you a video.
That is a super sticker.
Yes, ma'am.
That's Eduardo and Eduardo.
Yeah, that one's cool. In fact, I saw someone someone ask in chat. No, it's okay because
Rico stands here.
Hi, Rico. Someone asked if anyone's heard from Eduardo this week. I think it was Jeff. And yes, you've been talking to Eduardo this week, correct, Didi?
I haven't talked to him since the day before his surgery. We talked that day, and I haven't heard from him since. You know, he does have great spirits about what's going on with him. I'm more depressed for him than he is, okay, as far as him showing it. I've been super depressed ever since all this mess started, because it's like diabetes isn't anything that usually turns out good for doctors to be able to fix. When you have those kind of boo-boos, it usually leads to things happening. But you know, he's better at it than I am, is all I can say. I just worry about him, but you know, he's taking it like a champ. But you know, I know he would love to hear from everybody, you know, just to keep his spirits up. So
yes,
you know, I know the face ahead of him still, because you know, he's not in school. You know, I don't know when he can go back to work. I don't know how long. I guess they took off the first quarter or third of his foot by his toes, maybe.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long it would be before you could actually go to work after something like that happens. So, you know, he needs prayers, vibes, whatever you do, and maybe a card or two, an email, and the email's on fishfam.link. So, you know.
Yes, I spoke to him the day of his surgery, and he was, of course, you know, nervous of surgery, but he was in very good spirits. He's doing very well with this, always cracking jokes, always making sure everyone else feels comfortable, to make sure that they're not sad about what he's going through, because he wants everyone to just be okay, because at the end of it, like he said, he's going to be okay, and he will be okay. I haven't talked to him since after his surgery. No, I know that they did remove a part of his foot. They said if there was any further damage, they might need to remove a little bit more, but I have not heard anything. So as far as I know, there's just a little bit. And Eduardo did say that he wanted us to say thank you so very much for your outpouring of support. It really helps rally his spirits, even though he's the chipper guy that he is. It really does help fill his cup. It helps push him through. And if you guys can, send him an email. If you have his address, send him a card. If you have his phone number, call him. He would love to hear from you. But the outpouring of support from the community has been phenomenal. So just thank you guys on his behalf for all the love that you've been showing Eduardo. He could really.
And he's giving the staff up their heck, because he's cracking on them all the time and making jokes. I'm sure he keeps them laughing.
I'm sure he's making their days go by quicker, so I'm sure they're loving him. His room is probably the room where they take their break.
Probably. Oh, and Sideshow Cody V has been a member for 2 months. It said, "Y'all are fun. Love hanging the last with 3 hearts."
Oh, thank you so much, Cody, and thank you so very much for the support and your membership milestone chat. And we love you.
Oh, and Rico said that MSC was in the hospital and will be there for a while, and I'm not sure what's going on with him, but reach out to him too if you can.
Yes, I remember Rico saying something about that on his live stream. Do we know? I'm sorry, I have I'm trying to hold back a hiccup. Do we know if what the issue is, or?
I do not.
Been there for a while.
I know he's had back issues in the past. Because when I first got to meet him in chats, he was going through a back issue then. So I'm not sure.
Seems like he can't get a break. He's lost a lot of people recently. He gets hurt a lot.
Yes.
I really just hope finally it'll be the end. And they'll start seeing the light at the end of the tunnel finally.
Salient Aquatics is here. Howdy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Salient has a question. It says, will API to remove medications? Can't find the answer anywhere online. Medications? No. As a flocculant, I don't think it'll flocculate medications. I think you have to use charcoal.
I've heard somebody say what to use. There's another thing, another bottle of something too. But
now I'm not saying for certain, but I would say my line of logic would say AccuClear would not flocculate medications out of a water column.
Richard is saying charcoal too, but I've heard of something you can buy. And I want to say, does Keith sell it? Maybe I heard it on one of his streams.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I have nothing.
But it's not coming to my head. Keith, where are you? Where's the Keith signal? Send it up now.
And look, and Myrtle could answer that in a heartbeat, because he can recall stuff like click, 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 and
yes,
he can tell us about live stream and how far along in the chat that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he don't want to remove meds. He just wants to clear the water.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, that would be my line of logic. Salient is that it wouldn't take out the meds, but it would take out whatever particles are in the water. The meds are water dissolvable, whereas the particles are not. I think it just makes them heavier so they sink. And Rico.
Now go ahead.
Rico said he's looking at L3, 4, 5, and S1 fusion. He has, so his bones have gotten brittle. He's got that word and then that word.
Yes.
That's horrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Spine issues are no fun. Not at all.
And, and lots of times if it happened from like an accident, like when you're very young, by the time you start getting in your 50s or so, your bones they've deteriorated a lot by then,
Mm-hmm.
It's more than like the above level wear and tear that we all do.
Gravity's working against us, our immune system's working against us, and then we have outside environmental factors which make us ill. Well, unfortunately, Aqua, says, I use my Fruity Pebbles in my filter to remove my meds. And how you fish swimming upside down?
Well, yabba dabba doo.
Yes, we are already at the halfway mark, which means it's time for a member video. So first, before we play a membership video, I want to say just thank you so very much to all the members to the Foxy's Fishes channel. Your love and support is so greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. And here's your video. oh, wait, what's going on here? Way too close up for comfort. There we go.
Usually 3G throws out a hip trying to dance to that.
Yeah, I was trying to look for a different song for this week just to change it up, but I like that one. Like, that's just my favorite one I found so far that's copyright free. So yes, thank you so very much, members, for being part of the show. Greatly appreciate you. And Craig says, can't wait to get inside the new place. I'm having a cig. And getting the keys. Yay! Quit smoking. It's good for your health. But yay! So excited for you guys. They found a fantastic place right on the water. Their house horse is going to love it. They're going to love it. Their fishies are going to love it. It's just going to be an upgrade. You're
talking about something to pass winter blues with, their backyard.
I know, right? It's amazing. They have a dock right out into the water. It's gorgeous.
Everybody go stay with Craig for the winter.
I know, right? If only the plane tickets weren't so very much.
Oh, and June only Oscar's member for 3 months. Shoalmates, she says, hello, everyone.
Hello, Auntie June, and thank you so very much for being a member for 3 months. I greatly appreciate your support. Here's your video. The photo on that makes me look like I know something that nobody else knows. I love it. And thank you so very much, June. And I saw that Craig's Catfish Cave gifted another membership. Thank you so very much, Craig. And that membership went to Lake Two-Land Aquatics. Welcome to membership, Lake Two-Land. Thank you for joining the show.
Okay. And here you go, Craig. And we have the new membership goes to, you said Atlanta Lake? You know what? I played the wrong videos for, was it Craig? And who else gave a $10?
That was Craig, and I believe, let's see, Craig and Whip. Yes, Craig and Whip.
Well,
I was going to say Mark.
Let me go ahead and correct that. I'm just going to throw one $20 one in there and make it right. Okay.
The dose of pep, I know I do.
Look, y'all don't know how many things that we have made that's over in this little banner thing. So.
Yes, and yes, Craig, we are getting close to eating.
My focus. So it's like,
So yes, we talked about some terrestrial plants so far, but not only terrestrial plants will help with your seasonal depression, but aquatic plants will too. In fact, I have to say that my whole aquarium hobby started with building self-enclosed ecosystems to bring the outside inside when I first sustained my neck injury and surgery and learning to walk again. So to help fight off a lot of my blues from not being able to get outside and be in the woods, I brought them in terrariums, and then I started ecospheres, which I could also put plants in to bring the green in as well. And from there I found a snail, and then you know, all aquariums broke loose. But with that, I found that there is also aquatic plants. So I have filled almost all of the tanks here, well, both of us have, with aquatic plants. And there's so many cool ones, easy ones. I mean, stems are really easy, especially like the Bacopa, like Monterey. The moneywort plant is very easy. Pennywort plants can be aquatic or terrestrial. So can Creeping Charlie, so can Creeping Jenny. So if you have those terrestrial forms, you can actually try to convert those to aquatic forms to have a little bit of variance. And it also changes the leaf structures, which I think is pretty darn cool. And there's a bunch of plants that can go from terrestrial to aquatic. If they like really wet roots, the chances are they'll like transition, except when it comes to like peace lilies or pothos. Their leaves don't really like to be submerged too long. Peace lilies, not at all. Pothos will strain for a few months to get to the surface. Once they break the surface, then they'll start producing more leaves. But if they don't break within the surface within a certain amount of time, they just rot away. So there are some plants that are exceptions to the rules. But some of my favorite stem plants are like Ludwigia ovalis. I cannot kill that. I have left her without light for like 2 months, and I turn the tank on, and she is just sitting there green. And as soon as I turn the light on for 2 days, she's pink again. So I love that plant. She always makes me happy. She's very hard to kill.
She's like, "Hi, gotcha."
Right? Like I said, the moneywort plant is very cool. Trying to think of some of the original plants I first started with. Oh, Ludwigia.
Well,
Ovalis,
even water
like I
sprite,
said.
you can grow it both ways.
Yes. I also like the Italian Vallisneria. I liked that because at first I was keeping shorter tanks, so that only tends to grow maximum of 2 feet tall. So I enjoyed that one, but Vallisneria, you do have to trim through. It will overtake your substrate eventually, so if you don't want it to choke out your other plants, you have to go through and thin it. Oh, what else did I use to try to go? Java moss, I've never done good with. Have you ever done good with Java moss, Miss Didi?
I am learning moss. I've had a terrible time with mosses, but the last 6 to 9 months per se, I would think, whatever I've done, I'm starting to get it because
Yeah.
they're looking really good. And I had one big ball of, I think it was Christmas moss that I let hair algae get up in it, and I used to pick it out. And finally, I just so I lost a whole big old ball of it because it was just taking too much time. But it's like that's exciting to me to grow just a moss.
Yes, it is.
Now I did buy something from Silver Creek. It's called Physidens.
Oh, yes.
Came on a little metal-looking piece of screen. Now, I don't know if I can put that in with shrimp or not. Right now, I've got it in a tank that's empty, and just to let it grow. But it's like, yay! It came in like a little carpety thing, but now it's got spriggles here and there. Which, hey, it may not be like a giant, thing to lift your spirits, but every little bit helps. If you look everywhere, like, oh, eventually you quit. The more you smile, the better you will feel.
Exactly. And also, like, the more greenery you see when the days are getting shorter and the leaves are starting to fall off the trees and the grass is covered with snow, the better you feel overall. The better you feel until you can get to spring again. So, as much greenery as you can get inside, please try. You will feel so much better, and it purifies your air as well. And the aquatic plants purify your system. They're another filtration for your fishies. But MNC has stopped in, and he says, stopping in for a second to show the channel some support. And thank you so very much, MNC. We heard that you're not feeling well, that you're in the hospital. We hope that you heal very fast and you get home and you rest and you just are better very soon. You have had a very rough year, and we just hope this is onwards and upwards for you to better health.
Oh, look there. Richard's bringing me something.
Didi, I finished the bottles for you. Brine shrimp hatchery today. Nice! So you're getting a gift at the Clash.
Nice. Yeah, he's tired of me saying I need to do it. I've been saying it for a year, and I do mean to do it, but it's like, okay, water changes have to happen. This has to happen, And it's like, when I catch up, I'll do this, I never, if I catch up for like 2 days and just bat my eyes, I'm behind, just like that.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is. But I don't even know where I was going with this. You were talking about, I thought about it while you were talking about it. It's like, dang, I already forgot. Must be depressed. So, I get depressed with this seasonal when you like that tropical storm brought a cold feeling over us. even though it's been hot as Hades, the last couple of days, but it's that kind of feeling. It's kind of like shut down summer for me already.
Yeah.
It's like it's over, which I hate hot weather, but I hate cold weather. And the fall isn't so bad, but I know what happens after fall. That's the one I don't like. Why it can't stay spring and fall all year round? I can love the fall, and I do love the spring. So it's
Mhm.
like that I could deal with. But that's the reason I shut. That I start getting that way. Plus, the light and all that. But it's
Yeah.
just the feeling of the chill to come, and of course, your plants start dying off in the yard. Which I've got a yard full of plants, and I hate to see them go for the year. I really do. I wish they could
Well,
bloom all year long.
they're all like triggers to a system that we
Hmm.
don't quite understand. So we like to think we know everything about the human anatomy and how everything works, but they're discovering new things about humans all the time. So I think honestly, I think it affects us all to a degree. Just some of us are more susceptible to it than others. And I think bringing plants inside is just an easier way to help alleviate some of that. And hello, Skipper. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Silver says thicker leaves rooted plants are easy and don't require crazy expensive light. Yes. And I wanted to say another, I forgot to mention this one because I cannot kill this one. I have not yet. Is Java Fern. Java Fern does amazing.
Oh
It
yeah.
is always making babies. I bought a few pieces and it's made enough to be in every tank. I find that to be very cool. Anubias is also very good because it's very low light plant. Doesn't take a lot of finessing to take care of. You can kind of like set it and forget it. Bucephalandra as well. Boost is very easy, and the darker the better. I have it underneath the rock, the cave system, and it is sprawled everywhere inside the cave system where there's no light. It's loving it in there.
I have recently became fascinated with all the boost things.
Hmm.
And there's a guy in my aquarium club that raises plants in his garage, and he brings them to the meetings. And so I've
Yeah.
been getting like 3 or 4 different varieties each time.
Hmm.
Because they cost a lot for a little old teeny, spriggle of plant. But it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And Anubias is another one that I never really have taken very seriously, but Anubias on a pretty nice big piece of wood is pretty in a tank.
It
And
is.
I guess it don't take a lot of work. You just got to work at it some.
And the benefit to a stiff-leafed plant like Anubias is that Corys love to plank on it, so you can see them doing cute things.
So, there's always a plant for everybody somewhere out there.
Yes. Any
Once you
skill
figure it
level,
out.
any skill level, even if you think you can't, because I don't have green thumbs, but I'm keeping the Sigonium alive. I don't know how. I'm just hoping she's got some juju magic on her. That's why she's working out. Or I figured out a thing or two. I don't know. This is the first terrestrial that I've had survive. Everyone else's was Brian's. He gets them all else to live. But aquatic plants, no problem. Like they live just fine. But there is a plant out there for everybody. So get out there and try out some plants and find a new friend to bring home. That'll be awesome. But I did want to say, just remember, seasonal depression can be more to handle for some people. So for some people more than others. If you feel that you are struggling during this time, don't be ashamed. Please contact your doctor to see if you may need further assistance. We love you and we just want you to be well. Whether it's plants or speaking to someone, um, seasonal depression can be like just a little bit of the blues for some people, or it can be more. So, like I said, we just want you guys to be well. So, hopefully, these tips with these plants have helped you a little bit. And if you get a little bit blue, feel free to reach out to us. We'd always be glad to speak with you guys. But with
And
it, it's
if you're,
already. Go ahead.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go
Finish
ahead.
your sentence. But I was going to say, if you have trouble growing plants, and I did for a while until I got my
Mhm.
water and stuff right, like water sprite and all that, you don't have to plant them. You can let them float, and because they're
Mhm.
closer to the top and the light and all that, you may have luck with it that way, where you may not have luck with it, like putting it at the bottom of a 55-gallon aquarium. Just, find which way it works for you.
Yes. There's so many plants that we have stems that have just become floaters just because the fish like it that way. And then they root themselves if they feel like it. So yeah, they might grow better if you have them floating, or you just might have to do a little water checking, which wouldn't be too difficult. See what's in your water. If you have hard water, soft water. There's some plants that like harder water. There's some plants that like softer water. So that'll also help you pick out ones too.
Something to think about. If you do have like super hard water and you struggle, you could make a little bowl or a small aquarium and buy the was it distilled water, that kind of stuff,
RO water,
and just make you like a or even buy RO water from your LFS or something. Just make you one specific tank with nothing but your plants, and put your fertilizers in it and all. You can go that route if you have to. I struggled for 6-7 months. I feel the pain of anybody who has troubles. So I would buy plants and kill them, buy plants and kill them, and buy plants and kill them.
That's me with terrestrial plants. So I just buy them. I give them to Brian, and I'm like, let me know when she starts doing good.
When I can love on it. Oh, but we had Lady Diane come in, Geek Boy, Big Shrimp and Steve, and Belle came in.
Welcome, guys. Thank you so very much for joining us this evening. Belle, I know it's morning for you. I'm so happy you guys are getting your keys today. So excited for you. But Miss Didi, it already is 6:55. With that, we should play the birthday song for the birthday people this week. And there were so many birthdays in the Fish Fam this week. So I want to say special happy birthday to Mississippi Hippie, Mary Beth, J Rock, Texas Fish Room, Scotty the Fish Freak, Jennifer Weaver, ADHD Aquatics, and on Saturday is Ricky DeHolio. So happy birthday, guys. I hope you are having a phenomenal birthday, whether you already had it, you are having it today, or you're having it within the next few days. And I hope the next trip around the sun is just as glorious as this one. Happy birthday, shoalmates.
It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's a great day. That's what we say. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, shoalmates.
Yep. Getting older is better than not getting there.
Exactly. Happy 27th birthday on whatever evolution you are. Like this year, for me, it was 11th.
For the 32nd time for me. Whatever.
Right? Oh my goodness. But we have 5 minutes more to go before it's a vibe stream. Miss Didi, is there anything you'd like to say before we head out this evening? Is there anything going on this week? Anything coming up? Anything funny you're looking forward to?
Well, the clash is coming up, but I just wanted to point out Lady Diane's comment. It's like, it's odd how everyone copes differently, because people are putting in chat, we know what helps them and what affects them, and that's true. No two people deal with it the same.
No.
So and like for me, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just not going to tell you. That's how I am. I keep it to myself. And even my family, I will not tell my family. And I don't know why I'm like that, but and if you haven't seen me in the chats and stuff as much this week, because I kind of going through it, because when I'm not the kind of person, if my friends are having troubles, I absorb it. I don't know why, but I do. And it hits me hard when, I need to learn how to not do that, but I don't know how to not do it. I'm a fixer. So my mind goes into, how can I fix it? How can I fix it? How can I fix it? And if I can't, then I let myself get down, but eventually I'll be like, kick myself in the ass, because like, hey, get up, Didi, stop it, just stop it, but
Yeah.
That's how I do. So if you see me now, sometimes if I'm busy, that may happen too, but sometimes it's because those moods are going through and it's just best for me, just let y'all have fun,
Yeah.
I'll be back, when I work through it, but
Mhm.
and lots of times sticking my hands in the water helps me get through it. So
It does. Yeah, there's something so soothing and relieving about water.
I'm a water baby, so.
And Belinda can tell us so much more about that, the properties of water. Maybe next time she has some time on her stream, but I know they're going to be busy for a while, so maybe she can tell us about the healing properties of water on her next
Those stones, that she has, she needs to do one. Belinda, just do one just for depression for us.
Yeah, that would be very
so we
cool.
can use it as a resource, a video. Because I've got lots of stones from Belinda, but I don't know. She tells us, but I can't remember.
Yeah. And there's so many beautiful stones. I have a shelf too, and I have another shelf on the way.
Yeah. And like the land, me too. Sorry.
Yes. No worries. But yes, I'm hoping that whoever watches the stream also goes back and reads chat, because there's a lot of good conversation going on in chat too that you can follow along with as well. And as for this upcoming week, let's see, Saturday we have the next Fish Fam auction, and Peplin and I will be putting in some fishies for the auction, and we'll be putting up for auction our first ever set of Prey Cox rainbows that we'll be sending out from the compound that we've spawned here. And we'll also be auctioning off a pack of CPD's F1 Celestial Pearl Danio, so their first generation tank rays. So if you guys are free Saturday evening, please head on over to Skipper's Aquariums channel for the monthly Fish Fam auction, and we hope to see you guys all there. And on Sunday, I will be Danny's not so as good as Danny's fill-in on Danikin Aquatics. I will try to be the giggle box for Kenny as Danny's away on vacation. So thank you so very much for letting me hang out with you on Sunday, Kenny. And yes, 12 more days until we leave the compound to head out to PA. 12 more days. You hear that? I cannot wait to see you, Elizabeth. I know you're watching. I miss you so very much. And I cannot wait to see you. I'm going to squeeze you so hard. I miss her so very much. So with that, I just want to say thank you guys for being here with us this evening, for joining in on this topic. I'm sorry that our guest was not able to make it, but hopefully we can have a rain date made up for when she's a little more free. I want to say thank you for everyone who gave super stickers, super chats, and memberships. Thank you so very much for your support. I want to say thank you so very much to Miss Didi for being my constant PIC. Girl, you helped pull this train wreck together. I greatly appreciate you. And I want to say thank you so very much to whether you are a super chatter, a super gifter, a memberer, a memberee, a participant, a lurker, a replay crew. We love each and every one of you. And mods, thank you for all the hard work you do on chat, dropping links, keeping us safe from bots and trolls, and just keeping peace in chat. Thank you so very much. And your loved ones, if they live far away, give them a call, check in with them, see how they're doing, see how they're feeling. Maybe they just need to hear from you today. That'll give them the little boost they need. And if you're lucky enough to have them close, you pull them in and you give them a tight hug and a big kiss. Because tomorrow is never promised, but today is a gift, a present. So use it to spread a little love. And while you're at it, guys, it never hurts to be a little kind. So go forth and be kind. We'll see you all over at Vibes with #mermaids. I love you all, and Elizabeth, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Oh, and Skipper's going to be going in Chattanooga Ed's spot.
Okay. Okay. Love you guys. Yes.
Love ya.
Bye.
What's that? Is that a snail? Snail. about that? Pet the cats? Bailey calls them the cats. You gonna give them kisses?
Did you just give the fishy a kiss? Oh.